This is my audience.
Hi, my name is Robin Beeman, and this is my full-length speech for Principles of Communication at New Mexico State University, Carlsbad. My speech is to inform you on what cyberbullying is. It's a new pressing issue that's affecting our society, to call parents into action on how they can help, as well as school administrators. Bullying has affected schoolyards for generations. Classic bullying is known as, hey, give me your lunch money, or I'm going to give you a wedgie on the playground, or swirly in the bathroom, things we've seen in movies for years. Linda Carroll, ABC News correspondent, reported in 2010 that 17% of students reported to be anonymously bullied at school. However, the world in which we communicate is changing through cyberspace. We now text and put all of our information online for everyone to see. When we create social media accounts on the internet, we provide them with personal information such as gender, hometown, age, and hobbies. This information allows a bully to pick you out and to use your information against you. This is why children and young teens are the most likely to be cyberbullied, because they're the ones that spend the most time online, because they're the generation that grew up online. Cyberbullying is a big issue that's facing our society now. Cyberbullying is defined by the Oxford Dictionary as, and I quote, the use of electronic communication to bully a person, typically by sending messages of intimidating or threatening nature. A poll done by the Kaiser Family Foundation says that children spend 7.5 hours a day connected, whether on their iPads, on the internet, gaming, or texting. Wired Kids Incorporated, another foundation, suggests that cyberbullying is more intense than classic schoolyard bullying. This is because the perpetrator can remain anonymous or hidden behind cyberspace. Also, because they are hidden and they don't personally know their victims all the time, they can't see how their words are affecting their victims. iSafe is a foundation that's committed to the education of cyberbullying. Yale University published a survey on a website known as Mother's Awareness of School-Aged Kids, or MASK. This survey done by Yale claims that 1 in 4 students say they've been bullied more than once online. With technology being more advanced and social media not coming to an end anytime soon, this problem is not just going to go away. MASK also claims that children 9 to 14 are the most likely to be somehow involved in a cyberbullying incident. An interesting fact that was posted on the MASK website is that girls are twice as likely to be the bullies or victims than boys, which leads to the next topic. Why would you want a cyberbully in the first place? Let's go back to the Kaiser Family Foundation poll number. That's 7.5 hours is spent online each day. This has to get pretty boring. Most cyberbullies admit that they bully other people online because they're just bored. Nothing better to do online. However, the most shocking statistic that was found on the MASK website was that 81% of cyberbullies do it because it's funny. Let's remember that 1 in 4 children are bullied online. As a parent, this should be great incentive to get online and to be right there with your children to ensure that they're not being bullied just because it's funny. Harassment is probably happening in your own house if your child is being cyberbullied, because that's where they're most connected, as school, cell phones, and internet and social media are most likely not on the agenda. As a parent, the signs to look for to see if your child is being cyberbullied would be an obsession with the internet or their cell phone, not wanting to leave, or a behavior change, or the starting of nightmares. This is according to the MASK website. The National Crime Prevention Council also suggests that parents keep the computers and cell phones in a busy place in the home. This will allow them to not feel so secluded online, and you can be right there in real time asking them what they're doing and looking. Also, the National Crime Prevention Council suggests that parents have an open line of communication and all the passwords so they can review followers and friends on social media websites. However, not all parents are going to take these right actions to protect their kids. This is where school counselors and teachers will come into handy. If a parent doesn't notice a child's being cyberbullied in behavior changes or whatnot, a school teacher or a counselor most likely will. Dr. Justin Patchen, a criminal justice professor at Wisconsin University, says at least 40% of teen victims don't tell anyone about cyberbullying. This leads to the next issue. Is it okay for schools to punish a cyberbully for something they did not do on school property? Also, parents struggle with, should they tell their child's school if their child's being cyberbullied? Can the school do anything? Dr. Patchen also suggests that schools add on to their already existing bullying policies to incorporate cyberbullying. He suggests that the policy be clear so that teachers, students, staff members, and parents know how to handle a situation of cyberbullying if it comes up. Also, the policy must be enforced consistently and fairly. No cyberbullying case is greater than a regular bullying case or another cyberbullying case. Dr. Patchen also says that, and I quote, schools need to create a safe place for learning. This can only be done through peaceful school environments. Kids don't report cyberbullying because they don't feel like their parents are tech savvy enough to understand. If they're telling their mom, someone's bullying me over instant messaging, and the mom doesn't know what instant messaging is, it'll be really hard for her to understand how intense the situation could actually be. Let's go back to it being funny. You don't want your child to be hurt just because it's funny. So it's the parent's responsibility to educate themselves, know about their child's online life, and know what their child is talking about on social media, know the terminology so you can have educated conversations with your child. Before I wrap my speech up, I would like to tell a story of how cyberbullying has affected some people in our nation. Recently, a college student jumped off and committed suicide from the George Washington Bridge. The student committed suicide because his roommate recorded him doing some embarrassing things and uploaded them to a social media website, and everyone around him was making fun of him. A story closer to home would be my own sister being a cyberbully online through a social media account. She bluntly threatened another young girl at her school that she should watch her back the next day. My parents quickly saw this on social media because they are also connected to the same social media, and it was able to be quickly brought down, and the school notified that nothing was going to happen to the young girl. So if we would raise awareness among parents and school officials, we can maybe not stop cyberbullying, but at least help. Thank you. Is that better?